Hello, I am Eunsun Che, an Executive Manager in the Digital Law Center and National Informatization Agency, NIA. It's my honor to introduce legal framework for digital government in Korea. There are main laws to accomplish digital government: E-Government Act, Public Data Act, and Database Administration Act. Based on these acts, Korea has enhanced public services and administrative tasks and has become one of the digital government leaders of the world. Speaking generally, the legal system clarifies governance, responsibility, obligation, and enforcement of relevant policies. In other words, the legal system provides key elements to strengthen digital government capacities. Hereafter, I want to call central administrative institutions, their affiliates, local government, as the government. The government and the other public institutions, such as NIA, will be called as the public agencies. Terms and the scope of the institutions are different. So, for details of the accurate scope of the institutions, please check individual acts. First of all, I want to brief the overall framework of Digital Government Acts, followed by the instruction of each act. E-Government Act has been playing a major role in the history of Korea's digital government. This act is the cornerstone of our successful digital government, in that it makes the government provide digitized services, work through electronic means, and even implement digital government projects. More digital government has advanced. More digital data has been generated and accumulated. And in digital era, the most important resource is data. Therefore, we oblige the government to open public data to citizens who can create more value using it. The legal basis is Public Data Act. In other aspects, the government can utilize data to work more scientifically, reasonably, and efficiently, especially due to Database Administration Act. Like this, Korea has been realizing social value and well-being of people through the promotion of digital government and the active opening and utilization of public data. Now, I want to introduce contents of each act briefly. The first thing is E-Government Act. The E-Government Act has served as the fundamental law for digitizing of the public sector. Since 1990s, e-government emerged as a national policy agenda and full-scale projects started. So it was required to enact laws and regulations to justify the e-government promotion and its implementation. In 2021, the Korea enacted the Act on the Promotion of E-Government Administrative Tasks for Implementing E-Government. This act is the first e-government act in the world, considering that included comprehensive rules for e-government. The title of the act was amended as the E-Government Act in March 27. The purpose of the E-Government Act is that the purpose of this act is to facilitate the efficient realization of electronic government, enhance productivity, transparency, and democracy in the public administration, and improve the quality of life of citizens by providing for fundamental principles, procedures, methods, and promotion, and other relevant measures for the electronic processing of administrative affairs. Let me show you the overview of the E-Government Act. The Act focuses on basic principles for e-government policy promotion, provision, and realization of e-government services, electronic administrative management, and data sharing, and strengthening the foundation of e-government operation. These contents have a very close connectivity each other, and they are organizationally linked. For example, the basic principles are ones that should be accomplished through the others, and based on the foundation of e-government operation, e-government services in electronic administration can be operated very well, and the systems of them can be structured systemically. E-Government Act stipulates the principles of e-government. According to the Act, the public agencies to promote e-government shall consider the following. Most of all, e-literacy of the citizens shall be assured, and then digitizing public services and improving citizens' convenience, innovating administrative affairs and improving their productivity and efficiency, securing the safety and reliability of the information systems, ensuring the security and reliability of information systems, protecting personal information and privacy, expanding disclosure and administrative data matching, preventing duplicative investment, and improving interoperability. Let's go to the major contents of e-Government Act. The first thing is governance. About governance, e-Government Act adopted a concept. Central agencies responsible for administrative affairs, so as to cover constitutional institutes, which are National Assembly, the Judiciary, the Constitutional Court, or National Election Commission. The Central Agency for Constitutional Institutes is their own office or secretariat, and the Central Agency for Central Administrative Institutions, their affiliates, and local governments is the Minister of the Interior and Safety. The central agencies shall formulate master plans every 5 years, which combine the plans of each administrative institutions, etc. The thing is the e-government services. The e-Government Act provides necessary rules for applying services to citizens, as well as a sort of participation and cooperation with citizens to develop and provide better services. For example, citizens are allowed to file, report, or submit an application in electronic form, even where the relevant regulations require a paper form. Also, when citizens want an electronic notification of the result of services, they will be given that digitally. In order to improve convenience and efficiency of services, the public agencies may utilize services offered by private sector. Especially, the Act provides for delivering services through up-to-date technologies such as ubiquitous, artificial intelligence, and others. Due to this clear legal basis, citizens can experience well-qualified and personalized public services. Also, operation of electronic government portal shall be established to manage and facilitate the use of an internet-based integrated information system to efficiently deliver electronic government services. And then, the Act provides electronic administration and data sharing. Therefore, the public agencies shall be prepared, dispatched, received, stored, preserved, and utilized basically in electronic form. This is very meaningful in that digitization of the inside and the outside of the public agencies is the key for the success of digital government. In Korea, citizens need not to submit the necessary document for services because their consent makes available data sharing between the public agencies. The public agencies shall share such information through the sharing center operated by the Minister of the Interior and Safety. This makes services more convenient for citizens and even induces the reduction of papers and facilitates digitization for the public agencies. The recent milestone is the instruction of my data in the public services. Under this system, citizens may request that public agencies provide their information to himself or herself, or a person or an entity designated by the citizen. The last thing is the e-government project. The Act includes rules for establishing and strengthening system and operation. For instance, instruction and operation of information technology architecture, redesign of work processes compatible with information and communication technologies, utilization of cloud computing services, and for safe informational system and efficient e-government projects. The Act provides supervisory and instrument of projects by or to professionals. In the process of operating the system after completing projects, the public agencies shall conduct comprehensive analysis and examination of the results and performance of major projects. The results thereof shall be reflected in the master plan. This is a sort of platform for e-government services, called as Government 24. Government 24 is established based on the Article 20 of the E-Government Act. On this site, Korean or foreigners can use various public services. For instance, issuing public document by himself or herself, or checking out relevant information. I want to show you especially some examples of the recent big changes of the E-Government Act, which were included in June 8, 2021. I already referred to some of those above. Those are provision of intelligent electronic government services, enhancement of engagement and use of private sector in services, assurance of data subjects' rights to request information pertaining to themselves, designation and management of government master data, making it clear utilization of cloud computing services, and restrictions on use of information and communication networks in cases of a national emergency, a large-scale disaster, or cyber attack. These changes are the substantial legal basis for digital transformation in the public sector and the power to face further challenges in this era. Let's go to the second act, the Public Data Act. The Public Data Act made on July 30, 2013, and came in force on October 31, 2013. The Act consists of 6 chapters and 24 articles. The purpose of this Act is to prescribe matters for promoting the provision and use of the data held and managed by public institutions in order to guarantee citizens the right to access public data and to contribute to improving their quality of life and developing the national economy through the utilization of such public data in the private sector. As governance, the government shall formulate a master plan for promoting the provision and use of public data, and annually an implementation plan pursuant to the relevant master plan. The Public Data Strategy Committee, under the Prime Minister, deliberates on and coordinate the government's major policies and plans concerning public data. Also, the committee inspects and evaluates the status of an implementation plan. The public agencies shall appoint officials responsible for providing public data and post the information about them on the website. To support enforcement of this act, Public Data Utilization Support Center shall be established and operated within NIA. This governance plays a role to make open data sharing widespread and reliable throughout the public sector. Let me explain main contents. Public data should be open. If not, that contains non-disclosure information under Official Information Disclosure Act and information involving any third person's right protected under the relevant law. To assure people's access to the public data, the public agencies shall announce a list of data that has to be registered and open on the public data portal. Also, to provide qualified and useful data, the Act provides quality control and standardization of data and especially endeavor to maintain data in a machine-readable form. Any person against the refusal or suspension of data provision may apply for dispute mediation with a dispute mediation committee within 60 days from the day the relevant dispositions is made. The mediation agreement has the same effect as a judicial settlement, so this system is regarded as cost and time-effective one. To summarize, this legal system is the power to force the government to open more. This is the public data portal, where we can find or request data to the public agencies. This is the English site. This picture shows you the whole situation of mediation, the distribution of issue areas, and the current situation of decision of mediation. For now, a lot of disputes have been practically solved by the Open Data Mediation Committee. Lastly, Data-Based Administration Act. Data-Based Administration Act made on June 9, 2020 and came in force on December 10, 2020. The Act consists of 4 chapters and 25 articles. The purpose of this Act is to prescribe matters necessary for promoting data-based administration so as to increase the accountability, responsiveness, and reliability of public institutions, and to improve citizens' quality of life through objective and scientific administration. As governance, the Minister of the Interior and Safety shall formulate a master plan for promoting data-based administration, and the government formulate an annual implementation plan according to the master plan, and submit it to the Minister of the Interior and Safety. Data-Based Administration Promotion Committee under the Minister of the Interior and Safety deliberates on and coordinates matters to improve policy systems and statutes and regulations, and to formulate and modify a master plan, and so on. The public agencies shall register data on the Integrated Data Management Platform, which is established and operated by the Minister of the Interior and Safety to collect data and metadata systemically and store them by data type and so on. And the Minister of the Interior and Safety may request the public agencies to register data after investing needs from the other public institutions. The public agencies can request the private sector data through a contract, purchase, business agreement, etc. If there is a dispute, the public agencies can request Committee on the Mediation of Disputes of a Public Data Act, mediation of a refusal to provide data. Through recent amendment, the function to mediate disputes moved from Committee of this Act to Committee on Mediation of Disputes of a Public Data Act. The legal framework of Data-Based Administration Act facilitates the government to make evidence-based decisions using data. E-government or district government has a very close relationship with techniques. So, acting regarding district government has been improving continuously following technology's development. We are stepping into a higher level of district maturity. Korea has been preparing for jumping up to the digital platform government to maximize the civil convenience and well-being. These challenges and development are mainly based on the stability of the legal system, especially E-Government Act, Public Data Act, and the Data-Based Administration Act. As I said above, Korea formulated various legal systems for digital government, and now we still keep trying to update these acts so as to improve digital government and deliver better and innovative services to citizens. This is what I prepared for you. I appreciate your listening to me so long time. See you in Korea. Thank you.